Got home with the Ferrari F12 here behind me. Now, what I wanted to do is, in order for me to say that this is one of the best supercars for the value, like most underrated supercars out there, the F12, I had to give you guys a little bit of a comparison to my Lamborghini Aventador, and that's an SV, and then my Lamborghini Huracan, right? So I'm gonna go through and give you guys a cold start of each one so you can, you know, compare and contrast, see which one you think sounds the best. Not still there. Oh, man.
You said the tires busted?
Oh snap, look what I got from Nydia. So, she got me something with a Ferrari on it. My birthday just passed. Thanks, Nydia, this is beautiful. Yeah! The Ferrari watch. I'm about to put this on right now because we're about to go get the Ferrari. So yeah, we're on the way to go pick up the Ferrari F12 at the shop. Tire blew out, so hopefully no issues. They didn't say they had any issues, so go pay for it, pull out the Ferrari. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation, and we're back at Audi of Columbus because when my tire blew out on the Ferrari F12, this was the closest business where I knew some people that could maybe take care of me, and I see the Ferrari right there. You guys probably can't see it through that glass, but we're here to pick it up. New tire, should be good to go. All right, let's check it out. All right, so you guys know I could not stop by Audi of Columbus without shouting out Rufus. So when my tire blew out, this is the closest place where I knew somebody. This is the man. He checked on me, make sure we got the tire in. So thank you, brother.
More than welcome.
Appreciate it. So I got to do you a solid, man. Yeah. And if anybody's looking for something exotic, Audi of Columbus has this R8. What is it? A
2014 R8 V8 4.2. It has just over 20,000 miles, like 21,000 and some change. It's a nice car, black.
Black, if you want to wrap it, you got the perfect color to wrap.
Already has partial PPF on it up front.
B10 or V8, my bad.
Yeah,
it's the V8.
So 430 horsepower. 1,200,000, so it's like 93 and some change there.
Okay, so under 100K, can get you in this supercar right here with the nice spec, beautiful wheels, beautiful black paint. Now, if anybody wants to check out this car or any other Audi, shoot them your info.
So you can follow me Instagram at iSellCars. That's EYESELLCARS. Cell phone, call, text 614-961-9388.
There it is, Rufus the man. You always take care of me. Y'all holler at him if y'all need an Audi or if y'all want to get one of these exotic R8s right there.
Yes, sir.
My man, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right, there it is, folks. We're back on the road with a new tire. This is the one that blew out, but like Rufus was saying to me earlier, man, that sidewall is super tiny. It's like a 25, but new wheels are good. Now we got a new tire to go with it, so let's get the cold start. I know you guys want to hear the cold start. Cold start. Ready? All right, let's start this thing up. Back on the road again with the F12. Man, y'all let me know what tire sizes you guys recommend, man. I need something probably with a little bit thicker sidewall. About to go grab me some lunch. So this is gonna turn into taking a Ferrari through the drive-thru at Wendy's video. Whoa, snap. Dang. Tire's a little slick or something. So, I think this title of this video is gonna be, why is the Ferrari F12 the most underrated supercar on the planet? My opinion. This vehicle has, yeah, and this is also gonna be taking your supercar through the drive-thru at Wendy's. I don't know which one is better, title or thumbnail, y'all help me out. But I tend to believe that the Ferrari F12 is the most underrated supercar on the market. The reason why I say that is right now, you can get a Lamborghini Aventador which is a V12 engine, and a Lamborghini Aventador, a used one like this. The year of this car is a 2014. So a 2014 Lamborghini Aventador will run you close to $300,000 right now. The horsepower is similar. I think the Ferrari, well, I don't think the Ferrari actually has more horsepower, more torque in the engine. The features of the car are comparable, but you're gonna pay around $215 to $220 for the F12, similar mileage, 2014, but you're gonna pay close to $300,000 for the Lamborghini. But I would argue, and a lot of other people who have driven these cars would argue that potentially, well, in a lot of categories, the F12 is a better car than the Lamborghini Aventador. Now, if you want the stunt factor, which is, oh, watch out for this hellacious pothole. But if you want the stunt factor, then yeah, you go with the Lamborghini Aventador. But if you want creature comforts to actually literally be comfortable, well, I'm not gonna lie, the Aventador is a pretty comfortable car as well as if you guys are just tuning into my channel, I also own a Lamborghini Aventador SV, which is super veloce. It's like the race version of the Aventador, but I also had a regular Aventador. So maybe that's the title of this video, the comparison between the Lamborghini Aventador and the F12, which one's better. So when I get back to my house, I'll give you a little bit of video of my Lamborghini Aventador from a styling perspective, and a little bit of video of walking around the F12 inside and out. But I really think this is the best deal for a supercar right now, because I mentioned the Aventador pricing is right around $300,000 for the same year, similar spec version, V12 and all that good stuff. But even the Lamborghini Huracan, which the market for those was around $170,000 to $200,000 a few months ago, now the Lamborghini Huracan has shot up in value to between $200,000 on up to like $250,000 for a Lamborghini Huracan. So my Lamborghini Huracan that I bought a few years ago for man, how much did I pay for it? $208 for my Lamborghini Huracan. Right now, that same Lamborghini Huracan is worth probably $218 to probably more than that, because I supercharged mine. But yeah, prices and values of cars have gone up crazy, and the F12 I believe is on another level, even higher than the Lamborghini Huracan. Now, you know what's crazy, I'm going on a little tangent here, but I'm in the drive-thru at Wendy's. Ever since COVID hit, it seems like the restaurants are having a hard time hiring people, so the inside of the restaurant is not even open because they don't have enough like staff members. And no matter what time of day you come over here, you will be in line. Man, that sucks. Now, I have not done an official review of this vehicle yet, but that is coming up next. Now that I got kind of sorted out with the wheels and everything, an official review is coming soon. But back to values, man. So how much can you get a Ferrari F12 for right about now? And like I said, you can get it for about $220,000 with less than 10,000 miles on it. And the V12 engine, this engine is arguably the best sounding engine, you know, of the group, unless you have a specific exhaust on the Aventador. I believe the F12 sounds better than the Huracan, hands down. It sounds better than most Aventadors, unless you maybe have Gentani or the Brilliant exhaust, the Star Dropper exhaust. Then and even with that, like, you put an exhaust on this, I have an FI exhaust on this car, and let me throw a little clip in here. You guys listen to what this thing sounds like. All right, I couldn't wait any longer, man. When all else fails, you don't want to stand in line, just go to Subway, I guess, because got home with the Ferrari F12 here behind me. Now, what I wanted to do is, in order for me to say that this is one of the best supercars for the value, like most underrated supercars out there, the F12, I had to give you guys a little bit of a comparison to my Lamborghini Aventador, and that's an SV, and then my Lamborghini Huracan, right? So I'm gonna go through and give you guys a cold start of each one so you can, you know, compare and contrast, see which one you think sounds the best. So we'll do the F12 last, and how about we do the cold start on the Aventador first, all right? So. All right, now for the Huracan. Okay, so I just pulled all of them out the garage. You guys could hear the cold start. Let me know, drop a comment. Which one you think has the best cold start? The V12 in the Lamborghini Aventador SV, the V12 in the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, or the V10 in the Lamborghini Huracan. So let's go over some of the basics on what things these cars have, what things you can do to them, and why I say the F12 is actually the best value. So for number one, you get a V12 with this. This comes with a V10. That of course comes with the V12 as well. So having the V12 in that, you're already on another level as compared to the Huracan. But currently, the pricing of the Huracan is right around the same pricing as an F12, even with more mileage on the Huracan. So that's good for Lamborghini and the value of the Lamborghini, but I think people are just sleeping on the F12. Now let me go to an obvious thing. Let me show you guys something, right? Something that the F12 has, excuse my mess, but you actually have a trunk with the Ferrari F12, and let me close that up. In the Huracan, let me show you, you don't have a trunk, but you have a front, which is a front trunk. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. Here is the front trunk. I gotta hold it down. There we go. One thing about this car is there's no trunk, but you got this tiny space right here for whatever your belongings are. So if you want to take this on a road trip, it's a little bit less practical than the F12, because in the F12, not only do you have a trunk, but behind the seats, you also have some storage. So check it out. That's right, so you got storage behind the seats, plenty of space in the cabin. Won't talk about styling because, you know, that's pretty much up for debate, which styling you like better. Points for the Ferrari F12 for road trips, taking it out. The Aventador also has a front trunk, which is slightly larger than the Huracan, but not by much. As a matter of fact, I want to open that up after I actually go inside the cockpit. Let me show you guys going inside the cockpit. This, of course, does have the doors that go up, and a lot of people want that. But let me just show you real quick. If you want to take a road trip, you got a little bit more space than the Huracan. And there's your front trunk right there. A little bit more space, not much comparatively speaking. So, got that. All right, so one thing I want to show you guys on the inside. So we talked about the storage space, but these all have the digital dash. So let me press the start button real quick. There you go, you can see it. All right, so make sure that's off. So This one has a digital dash. The F12 also has a digital dash, but it also has a manual analog, tachometer. So yeah, you can see there's a digital dash on that side. There's a digital dash on that side with the Ferrari. So Ferrari also has a digital dash. Screen is not as big as the Huracan and the Aventador, but they have like a little bit nicer looking digital dash light now right there. Navigation. But as far as who has a nicer interior, that is up for debate. The interior on the Ferrari, it's a front engine car, and the Lambos are rear engine, but I think the sound goes to the Ferrari. So I'll give you guys a couple of clips from the sound of the Ferrari, and also a couple of clips from the Aventador and the Huracan. So listen to these clips. F1 status. Ooh, them downshifts. Downshifts never sounded that good in the F12. All right, fellas. We got something here. Soldier 4 and stuff. Wow. Hey, but here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. It's freaking brand new. Now, another thing we have to discuss is when you're thinking about buying a supercar and trying to get the best value for a supercar is maintenance costs and reliability. The Huracan is arguably one of the most reliable supercars of all time. As far as the Aventador, a little bit less reliable than the Huracan because they have some issues with that E-gear style transmission. It's called an ISR transmission. Sometimes they can, well, I haven't really heard that many people having problems exactly with the transmission, but it's with the clutch. These clutches you'll have to replace eventually, doing a bunch of launch controls and that kind of thing. That's like the weak point on the Aventador, but then you can have, some little things because this is based on technology that came out in 2012. And then the Ferrari, time frame is the same, but I don't have that much experience as far as fixing and maintaining the Ferrari, but one of my buddies, shout out to Autovlog, who kind of inspired me to get an F12 after hearing his when he kind of came to visit. He started it up right here in his driveway and about blew my mind, and I was like, oh shoot, now I have the bug to get an F12 one day. But he actually had to change out a few things on his car. One was like a recall where some paint was bubbling up around these heat vents, right here in the paint. He also had to change out his alternator belt. Alternator belt snapped. I heard that's sort of a common problem on these. But mine, I put about 1,000 miles on it so far. But the only thing I had to change was a tire that blew out at the beginning of this video that you guys probably saw already. So that's the only thing I've actually had to do from a maintenance perspective for this car. When I bought it, shout out to Gold Coast Automotive in Chicago. When I bought it, they did the service on it. It had like the 7-year factory maintenance program. So that service was free. So hopefully the only thing I'll have to do is change the oil and get it serviced come next year. You know what I'm saying? So far so good. Maintenance costs have been zero other than my tire. Now the tire did cost $600 for one tire. We got some neighbors there. They like the Lambos, I guess. But man, there you go, man. Like this car, here's the bottom line. If you want a V12 Lamborghini, it's going to cost you. This one is like a 400K plus car, 500K really and truly with the low mileage on it. This one right here is going to cost you 250 215-ish or more up to 250,000. You can get this right now between 200 and 220,000. And it can do the same thing that these cars. Now this is rear wheel drive and these are all wheel drive. So that is a difference. So if you're gonna be driving in weather or you just wanna be launching crazy with the rear wheel drive, then you get the Lambos. But if you want rear wheel drive, did I say so if you wanna be launching crazy, then you get the all wheel drive. If you want the be able to drift and that kind of thing, smoke the tires a little bit, then you get the rear wheel drive, you get the V12, you get the sound, you get the comfort, the luxury, you get the Ferrari brand. But for me, man, I think this is the biggest steal right now in the supercar market. Yeah, you guys drop me a comment, let me know what you think as far as a comparison. And then in the next video, we'll talk about how much I had to pay in taxes because I just transferred my plates over from Montana to Ohio. So see you guys in the next video. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for watching today's video. There's a lot more to come. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. A lot of you guys have been asking me about when is my online course going to be ready. Well, I have good news for you. My online course is completed. I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can click on that link and get a 40% discount off the course. That'll be for the first 50 students. So if you're ready to take the online course that I've basically laid out everything that I know about how to invest in real estate, click the link below or just go to www.willmotivation.com/invest. And thank you guys for taking the time out to watch today's video. Hope you learned something and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.